Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. It's really humid in the UK at the moment, so I've got my little fan on. You might be able to hear it, but today I wanted to talk about 80s movies. I don't really do movie reviews on this channel, just because I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I have been collecting 80 movie soundtracks because they are the best soundtracks out of any film ever. Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy, but then that film uses music from the 70s and 80s. So we're going to get straight into, we're going to talk about 80s movies. So my favourite movie of all time is the first Back to the Future. I love its story, I love its characters. I think Marty and Doc are brilliant. I think the DeLorean is iconic. I love everything about it. And I love the end where the DeLorean takes off and flies away. Now, I didn't think much of... Obviously, I was born in 1997. I didn't actually see them when they come out. But Back to the Future 2, I didn't think much of it. And then the third one I thought was great. But Back to the Future is amazing. I adore that film. I've watched it so many times since seeing it for the first time. Honestly, only last year. I might have seen it when I was a kid. You know, it's one of those really famous films, but as soon as I saw it, it just flew right up the list. It was absolutely amazing, and it really annoys me that I waited so long to see it. Unfortunately, I don't have a Back to the Future soundtrack on vinyl. That's something I do need to pick up. But what I do have is, I'll show you all three of them. The first one is Dirty Dancing. Now, this is not in my top 10 favourite films, but it is a good film. I quite enjoy it. I know all the songs, of course. I like the song, I've had the time of my life. It's a great song. Be My Baby by the Ronettes. Be my little baby. One of my favourite 60s songs. She's Like the Wind. It's beautiful. Patrick Swayze. He's an amazing actor, but then his singing's fantastic too. He was a hugely, really talented, that's the word, my brain's gone, talented dude, amazing. Hungry Eyes, it's a great song. Where Are You Tonight is amazing. Love is Strange, it's In the Still of the Night. Hey Baby, Where's Your Love Boy? That's brilliant. That was the first one I picked up actually, and since then I've got a few more, and it's sort of become a collection. So next up, probably the most iconic 80s film, Ghostbusters. Now you can't, this is just, it's goated, one of the greatest films ever made. I've seen Ghostbusters so many times, it's just brilliant. And the song, Ghostbusters, by Ray Parker Jr. is just as iconic as the film. It's brilliant. You can't fault it. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Rick Moranis, Harold Ramis, just brilliant. Everyone is so funny, and the monsters are good. And it's a shame that it's so good that it should have been left in the 80s, if that makes sense. There was a 2016 film, but that was awful. It was dreadful. It was a cash grab film just to have women in the lead roles. It was awful. And I was watching it. I saw it in the cinema, and I just wanted to leave. But it was £8 for the ticket, so I couldn't just leave and waste money. But it was torture. That was a really bad film. That was just a cash grab to say, oh look, they're female leads. Luckily, there's a new one coming out, and just from the trailer, it looks so much better than the 2016 one. But even still, I just wish, I know it's been a meme for a long time that Hollywood are running out of ideas, but some things are better left alone. It's just leave it in the past. It was amazing. It happened. We can always re-watch it. We don't need another one. That's my take on Ghostbusters 2016. But this is iconic. And the second one with the giant Marshmallow Man. It's just brilliant. Two of the best 80s films. And next up, we have a picture disc, which is really cool. We have Top Gun. Now, I love Top Gun. I've only seen it. It's not one of my favourite 80s films. It is an amazing film. And the soundtrack is brilliant. course, Danger Zone. Highway to the Danger Zone. Mighty Wings by Cheap Trick, amazing. Playing with the Boys, Lead on Me, Take My Breath Away from Berlin, amazing. Hot Summer Nights, Heaven in Your Eyes. And then this picture disc has the Top Gun anthem with the guitar. And that sounds fantastic on vinyl. Like, if you pick this up for that alone, it sounds amazing. But as it's a picture disc, actually, I should actually show you the bit I was reading. I should show you. I know I said don't buy picture discs, but just because it's a movie soundtrack, and that's really cool. It's unfortunate. I mean, what happened to Val Kilmer? There he is there. He was really talented. He was a great actor. But I don't know. He seemed to have fallen off the map a bit. But that's brilliant. So that's it for my movie soundtrack collection so far. But you can't talk about 80s movies without talking about Star Wars. You know, George Lucas, talented writer, who apparently for the first Star Wars film, which is not an 80s film actually, it's a 70s film, now I think about it, but Empire Strikes Back is one of my favourite films of all time. I think it's brilliant, and it's my favourite Star Wars film, obviously. And then you got, not Revenge of the Sith, don't blank on, Return of the Jedi. My mind is gone. Those two films are brilliant, you know. I'm not the world's biggest Star Wars fan. I do have behind me, this is obviously not an 80s film. This is episode 1. But Star Wars in general, I've only recently gotten into it from like last year. But I've been missing out because it's absolutely amazing. I have a list of 80s films here, just so I didn't forget. But like E.T. E.T. is another huge 80s film. And it scares the crap out of me. Now, for contrast, or context, I love the 80s film, Aliens. Aliens is amazing. I saw it in the cinema, I've seen it a few times, and that doesn't really scare me. I just think it's one of the greatest action films ever made. Is it not Sigourney Weaver? It is Sigourney. Oh, what? Hang on. Bear with me. If I press that, will it tell me? Will it tell me? It's Sigourney Weaver, I was right. Aliens is amazing. I think it's brilliant. But E.T., that alien is creepy. It's really creepy. And the amount of people who praise that film, I don't get it. Alien is creepy as fuck. So I'm not a fan of that one. But Aliens is just, I'm confused myself. It's just amazing. And there's so many more 80s films I could talk about. I might even do a list of my top 10, top 5 films. But let me know your opinion on 80s films down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.